your favorite TV show, Questions in the Heart, and thanks for joining me tonight on yet another enlightening edition of your lovely program. Sit back and enjoy the next 1 hour with me. How's your day been? It's getting really cold. Please keep warm. We celebrate with the royal family as they expect the very special royal baby. Kate, please enjoy motherhood. The Lord bless you. Tonight, on the burner is this very serious issue that affects our day-to-day life. I'm talking about immigration issues, immigration law. You know, the UKBA on a regular basis brings up new laws, new policies, that deals with the immigration status issues of the nation. And tonight, I've got a lawyer who is current in the house with me. If you want to know how the new laws and regulations is affecting your status, or could affect you, you want to know what is the latest news on immigration law and immigration issues, this episode is specially for you. Or you've got anybody who is looking forward to regularizing their status in the United Kingdom, please call them. Let them sit tight tonight as we bring you all the relevant information you need to know on tonight's edition of Questions in the Heart. And like I told you, I've got a very current lawyer in the house who will be driving with us on this topic, immigration laws. I'll go on a short break. You want to catch up on our past episode, just log on to www.questionsintheheart.com. You've got your friends and families all over the world who would love to be part of tonight's edition. We are online, live on the internet at the moment on www.oduo.tv.com. We are there in the heart of America on Roku. Just log on to Jascom on Roku. We're there live tonight. And we're on OTN in the heart of Africa. Anywhere you turn to tonight, we are there, blessing you with this lovely edition of Questions in the Heart. I'll go on a short break, and when I return, I'll get you to meet my guest who will be riding with us on immigration laws and issues tonight. You don't want to go nowhere. I'll see you in a bit. Welcome back. Tonight, I've got a special guest in the house. She is a paralegal with the Woodford White Solicitors based in the heart of Ilford. I'll get her to introduce herself to you properly. You're welcome on this show tonight, Ify.
Hello, Esther.
Her name is Ifeanyiwa. I call her Ify. Ifeanyiwa Okafor. I don't want to bite my tongue. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome on the show tonight.
Thank you.
You want to introduce yourself to people?
Hello, everybody. My name is Ifeanyiwa Okafor.
Ifeanyiwa Okafor.
LLB honors. I work as a paralegal at Woodford White Solicitors.
Okay.
We specialize in family and children law.
Family and children law.
Yeah, housing law.
Okay.
Civil litigation.
Okay.
Conveyancing.
Okay.
And immigration law.
Well,
thank you.
Oh, you're welcome on this show tonight.
Thank you.
Ify Okafor. Ify Okafor. Okay. What is the position of the government on the removal of regulation of families found to have, no right to be in the UK? You agree with me that there are thousands of families out there that have got no right to be in the UK, but one way or the other, they're here. These families are, where we have cases where parents have overstayed, came in illegally, they got kids here. We know it's quite difficult, but there are rules and regulations that could help them regularize their stay in the United Kingdom. Is it possible for their kids to, give them a leverage with the government here? What are the laws available, as part this set of people at the moment? What is the new law saying? How can they regularize their stay? Can their kids help them to, leverage with the government?
Thank you very much, Esther.
You're welcome. I'm not a lawyer yet. I'm trying to do a bit of explanation for you tonight to make the job easy.
Yeah. The most recent option, whereby non-EU parents
Yeah.
can regularize their stay, is through 7-year concession rule.
7 years
year-
concession
yes,
rule.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
most recent option.
Okay.
How does this 7-year concession rule work? If parents have genuine and subsisting parental relationship
With the child.
with a child under the age of 18 who has lived in the UK for 7 years, and it is not reasonable to accept this child to go outside UK. If they make a successful application,
Yeah.
they will be given 2.5 years
Okay.
of leave to remain.
The parents
The parents
Okay.
and the child as well.
and the child as well.
Yes. And will be expected to reapply for further extension of their leave to remain in the UK.
Oh, okay. So they
Yeah.
get the first 2.5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get it 2.5 years. Then they have to extend their
Stay
stay
again.
again
Okay.
for the period of 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. That's the new rule now.
Wow. Before they could get their
Yeah,
indefinite
indefinite
stay.
leave to remain, yeah.
Really? 2.5 years, then 10 years.
Yeah, 2.5 years, and they will keep renewing it. If they renew it, they will give them another 2.5 years.
They
until
renew
it is
again
10
another
years.
until it is 10 years
10
altogether.
Yes, altogether.
That's the latest rule.
Yes.
For families who are not in the qualified to be in the
In the
UK, but
UK.
they are here at the moment.
Yes.
Well, got kids who
But-
are born here.
Yes.
Ah, and
And the kids have lived here for 7
for
years.
7 years. It
Whether
has to
they
be
are-
7 years.
It has to be 7 years. That is why it is called 7-year concession rule.
Wow.
The kids may be born here or they can come from somewhere else.
But they've got to be here for 7
But
years.
they've got to be here for 7 years. Yes.
Okay. So they renew 2.5 years until it's 10 years.
Until it's
Then they
10
apply
years
for the
for
indefinite leave. Okay.
Yeah, while on the other hand, as regards to removal, as regards to removal,
Yeah.
child welfare experts have applied as full members of a panel advising the UK government on the removal of families
Okay.
found to have no right to be in the
To
UK.
be in the UK, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that's,
And would there be any positive impact of the new committee on
there will be no positive impact. The positive impact is the 7-year rule
Okay.
for parents to regularize their stay.
Okay.
The negative one is that the child welfare experts have applied
On their
as
behalf.
full members of a panel
Okay.
advising the government on the removal of
Of the
families found to have no right to live in the UK.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I think that's clear enough. Then part of the changes that came out, I mean, that was effected on the 9th of July, that came to effect on 9th of July, is the income threshold of, I think, 18,600 for those wanting to sponsor a non-EU spouse or partner.
Yeah.
They've increased that to 22,400 at the moment.
Yes.
And for a child, you have an additional 2,400.
2,400, yes.
And for the child,
Yes.
you keep adding 2,400. You want to
Yes.
shed more light into this for us?
There are a number of significant changes and barriers for family members,
Yeah.
in particular those seeking to bring their non-EU
Non-EU spouse or
spouses
partner, yeah.
or partners
Yeah.
to UK. One of these changes is the new income threshold
Yeah.
of £18,600.
It used to be.
It used to be 16,000, but now,
Now it's
it has
18.
increased to £18,600 for a person sponsoring a spouse,
Yeah.
his spouse, or her partner. Increased to £22,400 for a child, For example, if they have a child, the
Yeah.
spouse has a child back
Yeah,
home,
yeah.
and wants to come in with the child,
Yeah.
the person has to have at least 22,400 pounds in his account or her account.
To bring the partner and the child
Yeah, and
in.
the child here. And addition of 2,400 pounds for each further child.
Wow.
For example, if they have more than one child,
So
they
like
have
4
to-
kids.
4 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's 2,400 on each
Each
of.
further child.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So if you want your non-EU spouse, you want your non-EU spouse to
But
come in, we're looking at 24,000.
More
I mean
than-
22,400.
If he has a child.
And if there are more,
More, addition of 2,400 for each further child.
does this also affect students who wants to bring in their spouse?
Actually, the law doesn't say much about students who want to bring in their spouses. What it says that it is the most talented or the most talented international students that are allowed with job offer of skill job of at least 20,000 pounds a year
Yeah.
that can be able to live in the UK.
Wow.
Yes.
So if as a student you're not earning up to that, you're not really.
You can't.
You can't live in the
live
UK.
in the UK, yeah.
Wow, you are a
Yeah.
student. You're not earning up to.
You're a student.
But recently, like I met a student who told me he came into the country to study, but they didn't, without work permit, they didn't allow him to work. How about that?
I said the new immigration rule
Yeah.
doesn't talk much about students who want to come,
Okay.
the amount of income they have to have in their account
Okay.
or earning.
Okay.
It only speaks about deals with the student, the graduates.
Okay.
Yes. Before you come here, you must be a very talented graduate.
You
University
must have at least
graduate.
your first degree.
Yes.
Okay.
Before you come in. And you must have a job offer of a skilled job of at least 20,000 pounds a year before you can live in the UK
As a student.
as a student, as a graduate.
And are they allowed
as
to bring in their spouses?
You can, but you must be earning at least 20,000
That's
pounds.
their own condition.
Yeah, that's
there
their
must
own
be a
con-
20,000 pounds earning
Yes, yes,
for you to bring your
Yes,
spouse in as
spouses,
a student.
yes.
That's a serious one. A lot of our viewing audience seems confused about the increase in wait time for non-EU migrants. You know, with a spouse who wants to apply for a spouse visa,
Yeah.
you know, a non-EU immigrant who wants to come in, apply for on their spouse to come into the country, who wants to apply for their indefinite stay to remain. What actually does the law say in simple terms? If you get what I mean, a non-EU immigrant who wants to come in on the spouse, whatever, what do you call it now? Your legal terms, you know. How does the new law affect this set of people? The spouse is outside the country, wants the partner to come over here to apply for indefinite stay. What's the new law saying in very simple terms about this issue?
All right. As I said, the law affects everybody
Yeah.
that wants to bring his or her non-EU spouse into
Yeah,
the UK.
into the
You
UK.
must have at least 18,400 pounds before you can bring your spouse into the UK. And for those that are already in, for them to regularize their stay or to apply for their indefinite leave to remain, it used to be for 2 years. They had to wait for 2 years.
For those who are in here already?
Yes,
Okay.
with spouse visa.
With spouse visa,
Yeah,
yeah.
they can apply for their indefinite leave to remain from 2 years. That was before. But recently, the law has changed.
Okay.
They have to wait for 5 years before they can apply for their indefinite leave
If
to
you're
remain.
in already,
If you are in already,
you wait for 5
5
years.
years.
And after 5 years, you can apply for
your
indefinite stay.
indefinite leave to, yeah.
And if the partner is outside the country and you want to come in on a spouse
Spouse
visa,
your spouse must have 18,600 pounds.
in his or her account
Yes.
to apply for you
savings
to,
account.
apply for you to come
To
here.
come here.
It's all about money.
It's,
Okay, what if, okay, you already answered that anyway. I was going to ask you, what if the spouse is already in the UK and does the new rule, you know, affect them in any way too?
No, it doesn't. It does not affect them.
If the partner has been here
before
the
9th of
Yeah,
July,
yeah.
no,
It doesn't apply to
affect,
them.
No, it doesn't apply to them.
Oh, really?
But for those that are coming in, this new rule applies to them.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for those who've been here
Yeah,
before the law,
yes.
before the rule, it does
Yeah,
not
it
apply to
doesn't
them.
yeah.
Oh, that's a serious one. Okay, so we understand the right of appeal for the people refused family visa has been removed.
Yeah.
What is the implication of this?
It will affect everybody
Seriously.
seriously because, you know, people that have relatives overseas
Yeah.
that normally come here to visit them,
Yeah.
well, if the visa is refused, they won't be able to appeal against it, which means their relatives won't be coming to visit them as they normally used to.
So you live here without any contact with your
Yes,
family
with their
members?
family members. If the visa
Wow.
is refused, that is it.
No appeal.
No
It's
appeal.
refused. It's refused.
It's refused.
Okay, do you have to wait for a certain number of years before you reapply
No,
again?
you can apply as much as you like. The gate is open for you. You can make more applications.
You can make more applications,
Yes.
but no appeal once one application
Yeah,
is refused.
it's refused. You can make as many applications as you like.
And what other options are available for people affected by this legislation then?
They can come in as a tourist, as tourists.
Come in as tourists?
Tourists. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only option?
Yeah.
That's the
The
only option.
Yeah.
Come in as tourists?
Tourists, visitors, but not family visitors anyway. Just as tourists, and that's it.
They can't come in as family visitors?
If the application is refused, then they can apply to come in as visitors, or they can reapply to come in as family visitors, or
And you think they will be considered?
if they're lucky.
If they're lucky. Wow, okay. So they would have to come into the country as
tourists.
tourists. That is what you would advise.
Yeah.
Okay, we've heard about a so-called private life route to settling in the UK.
Yeah.
This sounds to me very, very new. What is this about, please? And who is qualified for it?
All right. The immigration rule provide a basis
Yeah,
on which a person without family life
yeah.
can remain in the UK through long residence and social integration. Yes. For example, those who have lived here lawfully for 10 years, they can apply for settlement.
Okay.
Yes, if they meet the requirements of the immigration rule.
Okay.
Yeah. Those who have been in the UK, who lived in the UK,
Yeah.
lawfully or unlawfully for 20 years, yes, they can apply for 10-year route of settlement under Article 8 of their right to family life.
Okay.
Yes. Anything less than 20 years is insufficient,
Wow.
yeah, to apply for route to private life settlement.
You've got to be here for at least 20
20
years.
years, yes.
Then you can apply for the 10-year
Yeah.
rules if you've been here illegally for 20 years.
Yeah, illegally for 20 years. Before it was 14 years, and you can apply for indefinite leave to remain.
Yeah.
But now the law has changed
From 14 to 20.
from 14 to 20, and you still can't apply for indefinite leave to remain after 20 years.
What do you apply for then?
You have to apply for 10 years private route of settlement.
Oh.
Under
so they give you 10
Article
years
8.
first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So another 10 years plus, you already
And
spent
not
20.
20 is 30 years.
30 years before
Yeah,
you can apply
for indefinite leave to remain.
I'll go on a short break, and when I return, we'll continue the talk tonight on immigration matters with Ifeanyiwa Okafor. Don't touch the dial. welcome back. Thanks for staying with us on your lovely program, Questions in the Heart. It's been a serious chat tonight with Ifeanyiwa Okafor. Yeah, Ife, there's this Zambrano family ruling, you know, the Belgium stroke EU stuff. What is this about? You want to tell us about this Zambrano family rule and its implications here in the UK?
Thank you, Esther. Zambrano family ruling is an EU law.
Zambrano family ruling is an EU law, okay?
Law, but it affects UK law as well.
Okay.
Because UK takes part of the treaty.
Okay.
Which means EU law supersedes or overrides UK law.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a case of third country national parents who have dependent EU citizen children, like Belgian children. They're citizens of Belgium. But these parents haven't got their right to remain in Belgium.
The parents have not got their right to remain, but they've got citizen kids. Okay.
Yes. So they applied against this at the European Court of Justice. And the European Court of Justice said that they have to be granted their residence permit and their work permit as well, because they've got Belgian dependent children who are Belgian citizens.
Okay.
Because if they are refused, if the governments of Belgium refuse to grant them residence and work permit, it means that these children will be suffering.
The parents will be able to work and look after them.
Yes, and look after them. And as citizens, they don't have to suffer.
Okay.
Therefore, their parents have to be given
right to work.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Paul. Thanks for calling.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Paul.
Hi. I received my indefinite leave to remain about June last year. So when can I apply for the British passport now?
I can't hear you clearly, Paul. Can you speak up, please?
And I received my indefinite leave to remain last year.
You received it last year, yeah?
Yeah. So when can I apply for the British passport?
For the British passport. All right, Paul. All right, Ife.
Yeah. You can apply for British passport after 1 year of your indefinite leave to remain.
Okay.
After 1 year.
After 1 year. So you got the indefinite leave last year. You can apply for your passport this year, when it's a year.
Yeah, when it's a year. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Paul, for calling. So we're talking about Zambrano family rule.
Family rule, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, EU law overrides UK law.
Yeah.
Which means if we have a child here who is a British citizen, because formerly the law, for example, there's a case law which is called ZH Tanzania.
Okay.
This lady or parent has a British citizen child. The UK law said that she has to be deported, though she has,
Though she has a UK
citizen child.
So we look after the baby.
We look after the law says that, the case law says that if the children decide to go with her, it's up to them to go with her.
So if the kids cannot go,
if they don't want to go, they can. Probably the father, who is also a British citizen. But now that this Zambrano family ruling is here, those people who are affected, do you understand? Who have British citizen children can use the Zambrano case to apply to make an
in the UK.
Against, yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Good evening, Ola from Germany. Hi, Ola.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
I've got one question to ask.
Go on, please.
Okay, somebody who's living in Germany with resident permit. Can somebody come and settle down here?
In the UK. Okay, thanks, Ola. Ola from Germany is saying, is in Germany, you know, with resident permit. Can he come into the UK to live or work with the permit he's got?
Residence permit.
Yeah.
Not British, not British, not their citizenship.
Well, she said permits, resident permits, I guess.
You need to ask for a visa. You need to obtain visa, UK visa, before you come in.
Okay.
Yes, if they give you the right to work, yes, why not? You can come in and work in the UK.
She must apply for the
Visa, yeah,
to come
because
into the UK and the
residence,
work permits.
yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
because residence is different from citizenship.
What if he's got citizenship over there?
Of course, there's free movement of persons and free movement of workers. He can come and live here and work as much as he likes.
If he's got their
If their
citizenship.
citizenship, yes.
Okay. Okay. So we're talking about Zambrano family ruling.
Really, yeah.
So you're saying now people in the UK that are illegal immigrants or that have no right to stay in the UK,
UK.
but they've got kids
Yes.
who are born here, who are
Yes,
citizens,
citizens.
they can apply
Under
the Zambrano rule, family
yeah,
ruling.
Yes.
They can put in an application in the UK
Yeah.
under this ruling.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what's the implication of this in the UK?
They have to accept it because they take part of the treaties. Yes, they have to.
So
Unless
that's-
yeah,
They've got to,
they
to
got
accept
to,
it.
yes, accept it.
So parents,
Unless they want to come out from the EU treaties, but as far as they take part of it, it has to
okay.
yeah.
So parents
be
that are
applied here.
non-citizen but have got citizen kids
Kids.
in the UK,
UK.
can apply
Apply
under
under
Zambrano
Zambrano
family
family
rule.
ruling.
Do you have people in applications of this kind?
It's just a new rule that came out in September. Most people don't know about it yet.
People don't know about it yet. It's
no.
a fresh rule.
It's a fresh rule.
And I'm sure there are thousands of people
People,
that can
yes.
make good use
Use
of
of
this
it, yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you in any way help people in putting in application?
Of course we do.
You want to
That's
tell
our
us?
work.
You want to tell us a bit more about the services you offer?
We, as I said at the beginning, that we specialize in family and children law.
Yeah.
We specialize in housing law. We specialize in civil litigation, conveyance law, property law,
Okay.
and immigration law as well.
Okay.
So if you have immigration issue, it depends. Your issue might be different from another person's issue.
That's right.
So when the person comes, we know where to help this person. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, BC.
Good evening.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from London.
Thank you.
I want to find out from the lady quickly.
Yeah.
She said if you want to bring your spouse or partner to the UK,
Yeah.
you must have. It used to be 16,000, but now it's 18 and now 22,400.
Yeah.
That you must have that amount. Is it must have or must earn? Because if you say the person must have, it means it's supposed to be in the account. I think something is missing here.
Yeah, it's going to be in your account.
You
A
must have
savings
it, not that you
account.
must earn it.
You must hand. Okay, she wants to know, is it that you've got to hand that sum or you've got to have that sum in your account?
In your account. You
or
must
should
have
it,
it
should
in
it
your
just reflect
account.
as a handing or it must be
No,
in the
it
account
must be in your savings account.
before you can apply?
Apply.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if it's not...
Okay, well, maybe that is it, if you are sure. Thank you very much.
All right, BC, thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. You want to shed a bit of light into that? I think if we're not getting it right. It's not that you
All
must
right.
hand 18,000 or 22,000. You've got
You
to have
must
that in
a
cash.
savings of £18,600. Yes.
Before you apply.
Before you
That cash
apply.
must reflect
yes,
in your
the
account.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And if you don't have up to that, that means you can't put in any
can't-
application
no,
yet. Okay. It is a common knowledge that the backlog of work at the Home Office is so huge that it takes years at times before certain cases, are seen through. What advice would you have for people who have spent years waiting for the Home Office to get back to them and they have not had anything from the UKBA in years? What would you advise them to do?
Thank you. If your application
It's been there for years.
have stayed with UK Border Agency longer than normal maximum processing time,
And what's the normal maximum processing time?
4 weeks to 14 weeks.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, normal maximum processing time. It seems as if your application is caught in backlog,
Yeah.
my advice to you is that as long as you make your application before your current visa expired, you still have valid permission to stay in the UK.
Okay. For
Yeah.
as long
As you make an application
okay, before
your
visa expires.
expired,
All right, Ife.
you still have
The right to stay.
valid
Okay.
permission to stay in the UK.
So you just keep waiting for them.
Yeah.
Good evening, Joyce. Sorry.
Hello, good evening.
Thanks for
Just
calling.
From London.
Okay.
Please, I have a question. I'm a little bit confused about it.
Go on, please.
Okay, if your husband is maybe a Dutch, is a Dutch, he has a Dutch passport,
Okay.
and he brought you to UK, and for one reason you are not together, and after your 5 years, how can you apply for your indefinite, please?
Okay. Ife.
What do you mean that you are not together? Are you divorced or separated?
Joyce is off the line. For whatever reason, they are not together now.
Yeah,
How
they are
can
not
she,
together.
apply
Apply.
for her own indefinite leave?
That's it's a difficult question to ask because if they are not together and they're still friends,
Yeah.
and the husband is ready to help her, why not? But if they are divorced,
Yeah.
that is where the problem comes in.
So what will she do? What can she do?
She can, if she's only here for 5 years, I don't know.
She would have to wait.
She would
A
have to
little more.
wait, but if she have children, though, I don't know whether she has children or not.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a kind of difficult issue because if you have a husband, you married to somebody and you divorce before the normal expected time, that is where you have problem.
Wow.
You can't even apply for your human rights. Anyway, it depends anyway. She can, but it depends.
It depends. She might need to wait a
yes.
little longer.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, Haki. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for calling.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I got 2 questions for Ife.
Go on, please.
Yeah, I want to ask if somebody has been living in the country for about 7 years
Okay.
and got his indefinitely to stay in the United Kingdom about 2 years ago, how many is he qualified to apply for British passport?
Yeah, just 1 year. You can only wait for 1 year and you can apply for your British passport.
Just wait
Just
for 1 year.
yeah.
Okay.
Just for 1 year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just 1 year is okay.
Okay, and my second question is that
You are
I got a
entitled.
child. No. Hello.
Hello, Haki.
Yeah.
Speak on, please.
And my second question is that I got a child, 2 children.
Okay.
I was born here. Do they need to be naturalized to get British passport?
Okay. It's got
So,
kids here.
kids.
Do they need to?
How old are they?
How old are your kids?
One is 5, one is 3.
5 and 3.
Yeah, they have to apply for naturalization because it's only the one you have after you are indefinite leave to remain that can just apply for a passport for citizenship. Yeah,
Okay.
for a passport. But apart from that, they need to apply for their
Apply.
naturalization. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only those kids that
that
you have
after
the
yeah, indefinite
after the
leave.
indefinite
Yeah.
leave. Someone said, "Hi, I wish to know the name of the family law, the new name of the family law."
Zambrano family ruling. Zambrano family ruling.
That's ZAMBRANO, Zambrano family
Family ruling.
ruling. That's the name of the new family law. Someone said, "Hi, it's Q from Leeds. I want to make a family reunion. So I want to know the procedure if you don't have 18,500, which is needed. Is there any other option I can use?"
That's the new rule. I don't have to say anything against it. That is the new
That's
rule.
the real new.
That's
If
the
you don't
new
have
rule.
the
If
money,
you don't have the money, your spouse is not coming.
if you don't have the money, your spouse is not
Not
coming.
coming.
Good evening, Johnson.
Hello.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can
Yeah.
I just ask this question, please?
Go on, please.
Right. I've got my sister. Is living in UK here.
Okay.
And she's got 3 children. And all of them are Belgian citizens. And then she applied
to the Home Office, and she was refused.
Oh, okay.
The 3 children are Belgian.
Belgium citizens.
Yes.
Okay, Ify.
Say it again.
The kids are Belgium citizens.
Yes.
They live here in the UK.
Yeah.
He's got a sister who's got 3 kids who are Belgium citizens.
Yeah.
They all live here. She
Yeah.
applied for the naturalization of the kids. She was refused. What can she do?
How can she apply for the naturalization of the kids while they are citizens already? They are citizens and they are citizens. They are EU citizens, so they have the right to be here.
They have the right to be here. She
Yes.
doesn't need to put in any
Apply
application for them.
naturalization for them. No, no more application.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they are citizens. They are EU citizens, so they
Johnson, I
have the
hope
right
you
to
have
live
that.
here.
They are EU citizens. There is no need for
To
her to put in
apply
any
an
application for them. They
application
have
for
the
them
right
to live
be
in the
here.
EU. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Good
they
evening.
sign the treaty as well. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Good
Yes.
evening, Abbas. Thanks for calling.
Yep.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
I've got a question for the solicitor.
Speak up, please. We can't hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Abbas. Speak up, please.
Yeah, I've got a question for the solicitor.
Go on, please.
Yeah, it has to do with housing actually. What happened was that my wife was recently given leave to remain, right? But on this leave, she is not supposed to. She has no right to apply for under the homelessness, or she has no right to go for like anything that has to do with assistance like housing, benefits, and all other things. But I've got an indefinite leave to remain, and my child is a British citizen. We've got a 3-year-old child, and we are homeless currently, and I intend to make a homeless application.
Okay.
I want to know, right, I do not want my wife to be affected in this, but she has to be part of my household because we are legally married. I want to know if when she will be making other application to the Home Office later after this 2-year, 6-month leave that has been given to her already, if that will affect that application. She will not be making any other benefit claim or whatever, but I want to claim for myself and we are homeless. So I want to know if that will affect her.
Okay, if I get Abbas right, his wife, I think she's got indefinite leave to remain. At a point, she didn't have access to benefits. She wants to put in another application. They are homeless. He wants to apply for council home or whatever. If he tries that, will it affect the application of the wife?
If she has got her indefinite leave to remain, it means she's a person settled in the UK.
Yeah.
She has the right to apply for housing and
Okay.
everything. Yeah, she has the right to work. She has the right to claim benefits.
I'm not sure if they're still together or not, but I think Abbas was sounding like he's the one who wants to apply for
He
the
is
housing
the one.
benefits.
He
and
is
yeah,
the one.
Yeah, so
What
will
is
that
his
affect, they've got a
status?
child who is a citizen,
Yeah.
would that affect any application in any way?
What application has he got? What is he still on the line?
Abbas is gone, but I think he's listening.
I don't know what is his immigration status.
Okay, Abbas,
whether he
what would
has
advise
his indefinite leave to remain.
To remain or not, okay.
Yeah, if he hasn't got, I don't know. Anyway,
Okay, Abbas
please.
was not really clear when he was speaking. What I would advise Abbas is please call Ife's line after the show so you can properly explain your situation to Ife. She'll be able to tell you exactly what to do because your line was very faint. I couldn't really get a picture of what it was trying to say. Abbas, please call Ife after the show. Ife's details will be on the screen. She would be able to help you out. We've got some more text messages for you tonight, Ife, before you go. We've got a call on the line. Good evening, thanks for calling. Hello, Ola.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Yeah, I have one question to ask you.
Go on, please.
Okay, if a child is born in Germany with a German passport, yeah? And the parents doesn't have German passport, they have normal residence. Can they live together with this child in UK?
Okay, Ife.
If a child,
The parents they need to have their own citizenship as well before they can come here. They can come and live, but they will find it difficult. Do you understand? They will encounter a lot of difficulties because they are not citizens. They are not German citizens.
But their kids got German
Yeah,
citizenship.
it's different. They can live in Germany and exercise the rights, German rights,
But
immigration rights
but not
there,
here.
but not here. Unless they have the German passport or citizenship, then they can come here and exercise the EU treaty rights. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But without that, it's not
Without
possible.
that, no, it's not possible.
Okay, okay. Someone said, I want to know if you have a baby who is born British. Can I apply? And I'm a single dad. He's a single dad. He's got a child who is born British. Can he apply?
Yeah, he can apply under Zambrano family ruling.
Under Zambrano
Zambrano
family
family
ruling.
ruling.
Good evening, Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for calling.
I'm trying to with my
We can't hear you at all, Mike. Hello? Okay, like I said, someone said he wants to know he's got a child who is born British. He's a single dad, got a child born British. Can he apply?
Yeah, that's why I said he can apply under Zambrano family ruling.
This Zambrano
Zambrano
family
family
ruling
ruling
is a new
is
law
law.
that
Yeah.
parents with kids who are born here can apply under.
Yes.
Okay, so he can apply under
Yes.
Zambrano not
Yeah.
ruling. Okay, someone said, my daughter is 15. Her passport expired. How does she naturalize? I am now a British citizen. She has an indefinite leave to remain.
She has an indefinite
Yeah,
leave to remain.
the daughter is 15. Her passport expired. Good evening, Frank. Before you answer that question, let's take Frank's call. Good evening, Frank. Franca. Good evening, Franca.
Yeah, Franca, good evening.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
Very well,
Please,
thank
I
you.
want to ask you a question. I've been making application to Home Office about twice now. It was refused.
Okay.
The father of my child is a British. He's saying that it's not possible because he got it 2009, while my daughter was born 1997. That is not possible. Is there any way he can apply under any rule?
Okay.
Get her passport of any kind because she hasn't got any for now.
Okay. Ife.
Your daughter is how old, please?
How old is your daughter, Franca?
15 years.
15. Oh, okay. I thought
And
that's
your
gonna take some.
husband, when did your husband get his British passport? British citizen.
Hi,
Hello?
Franca, are you there?
Yeah,
Okay. When did your husband naturalize?
Oh, God.
it's
he's British citizen.
2009.
2009.
Nine.
Yeah.
She will first of, okay, she has her indefinite leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, after 1 year, she can apply for her citizenship.
She can apply,
Apply, yeah,
after a year.
after a year
Okay.
of her indefinite leave to remain.
Okay.
Yeah, she has the right to apply for her citizenship after
Okay.
1 year.
After 1
Yeah.
year. Okay.
If
okay.
your passport, if her passport has expired,
Yeah,
I
she
don't
said.
know where you come from. You go to your embassy and renew
Renew
her
the
passport.
passport.
Yeah,
Okay.
then use
Then you
it
can put
and
in
send it to
your
the Home Office.
application.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I was asking you before we start taking people's call, what people have been waiting for the UKBA to get back
Yeah.
to them for a very
Yeah,
long period
yeah,
of time. What do you
yeah.
think is
As
best
I
for
was
them
saying,
to do?
Yeah, as I was saying, as long as they made the application before the current visa expired,
Yeah.
they have the valid permission to live in the UK.
Okay,
They can continue to work
okay,
under the condition attached
okay,
to their visa.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And they can equally, if they have a need of making an urgent travel,
Yeah.
i.e. family emergency, they can contact the UK border agency.
They will allow them
Yeah,
to
they
travel.
they can equally
Allow them to travel. Okay, thank you so much, Ify. Our time is gone. 1 hour is over.
1 hour
It's
is
such a honor having you on this show tonight. Please get in touch with Ify. Our contact details will be on the screen to ask her all your questions. She is qualified. She is loaded. She'll be able to answer all your questions. Catch up on www.questionsinthehard.com. Join us on Thursday, 8 to 9 p.m. live on London Christian Radio, www.londonchristianradio, with Open Laughter with Esther and Onye. So it's such a honor having you all listening and calling in. I'll see you next week. You take care. Bye-bye.